I just want people to know that, what the Spirit of the Most High told me is that, you know, w- we see how America spends money wildly. Just gave Ukraine 13.6 billion and more money through like military, aid and guns and all that stuff. We seen it happen in Iran. We seen it happen with the Asians, the Chinese Americans when they went through what they went through here. We seen it happen, I believe, with the Irish. We seen it happen with the Holocaust. Um, we seen it happen with the Native Americans. We seen a lot of people over and over get checks, and the Most High has told me to raise up a standard, and not just me, but for us to raise up a standard and give a message out unto the whole world, including this nation. Whether that means the United Nations, the American government, that they need to hear this, is that they need to give what is due to our people as far as reparations for all the atrocities that we went through. You can't steal a people, destroy people, hide their language, hide their heritage, hide everything about them, and tell them to lift themselves up at their own, with their own bootstraps. And every time they do that, you cut their bootstraps. I mean, look at what they did to Marcus Garvey, and all of his businesses, and how he had ships going back and forth to America. And he had a newspaper company, look how they sabotaged his ship, said he was trafficking drugs and deporting him. I mean, just look at what they did in Black Wall Street, the most thriving black community ever in America, and look how they went in there and they burned it down. Look how the farmers, look how all the slave owners had got reparations, after the slaves were freed. You would think the slaves would get reparations. Well, they wasn't free, they was emancipated, but you would think the slaves would get reparations, but actually they didn't get reparations because it was the farmers that got reparations for losing their property, quote unquote, the slaves. Because of their emancipation, they received hundreds of millions of acres of land. What about all the redlining, all the predatory lending, all the highways that they built through our communities? You know what I mean? When we was living peacefully in prime locations, getting kicked out of Central Park in New York, all of the different things that, and all the atrocities, all of the rape, and, all of the experiments, the eugenics, and all the atrocities that we face here in America, even to this very day. And they still refuse to compensate us, but you could give Iranians millions, hundreds of millions, and all these other different countries and all these different nationalities hundreds of millions and billions. And when we raise our concern about our reparations, our just due, they say that we are complaining and begging. Isn't it ironic, right? Odd and very interesting how much we are hated in this country. But the Most High said if they don't give up, they are going to get judged very, very swiftly. The nations, because all the nations know, and they just keep, keeping a blind eye of what's going on with us here in America. And nobody's really saying anything. All of these nations are going to get judged. The Most High said he is going to judge swiftly because they have not reconciliated with what had happened to us here in America. They turning a blind eye and talking about all of these new, programs and everything that they have plans for the future without even, giving us our just due and want to move forward. So this is a big issue right now with him because you cannot steal his people, lie to the whole world, steal his heritage, steal our heritage, steal our history, hide our languages, hide our books, hide who we really are. And then on top of that, you don't want to pay us what you owe us. Come on, people. So I ask people, share this video. Don't ever stop talking about reparations. If you got to write letters to your Senate, do it. Government, do it to whoever. Let it be known that the black people need their just due. Forget about the world. Forget about World War III. Forget about all your future endeavors that you're trying to do. They need to get together and they need to give us our just due. It ain't coming back out of nobody's pocket. They just going to print the money just like how they do for everything else. So they just need to give us our just due. It is the word from the Most High. All right. You know, that his people need their just due. They need their money. They need their land. They need to be let go. All right. So please, y'all, share this video and you know, hashtag just do, hashtag reparations. Just let it be known this conversation cannot go dead, because the nations are going to get judged because of it. They could try to hide and turn a blind eye all they want, all day long. But they're going to get judged because of it. And one day it's going to come to the light and everybody's going to see. Peace.